And a KC Metro man sentenced to life without parole for murder 2 decades ago moves closer to having his case overturned.
Keith Carnes is serving life in prison without parole for a 2003 murder. As KSHB 41's Andres Gutierrez talked with his mother, a judge says the defense attorneys did not receive key evidence in the case.
The report from the judge appointed by the Missouri Supreme Court doesn't make any recommendations on the fate of Keith Carnes, but it does point out how he never got a fair shake at his original trial here in Jackson County. And that's something that his family and advocates have been saying all along.
It's almost 20 years away from my son. That's a lifetime.
Eve Moffitt has only seen her son Keith Carnes a handful of times behind bars for a crime the now 51-year-old insists he didn't do.
I miss kissing him and holding him and telling him how much I love him.
Carnes is serving life in prison without parole for the 2003 murder of Larry White, gunned down at 29th and Prospect. But advocates like LaTara Smith, who's been looking into Carnes' case for almost 9 years, says there is no physical evidence connecting Carnes to the shooting.
Day one, when I looked into it, I could see there was multiple inconsistencies in the case.
In late 2020, the Missouri Supreme Court appointed a so-called special master to review the claims of innocence by Carnes. The judge found that witnesses who initially said Carnes was the shooter later recanted their testimony, and that prosecutors withheld evidence from Carnes' legal team, violating his constitutional rights.
I believe it sheds a light on these cases of innocence in Missouri, and that, we need to pay attention to some of these cases.
The judge's findings now go to the Missouri Supreme Court, who could dismiss the charges unless the Attorney General's office intervenes or the court can call for a new trial.
We really don't know which way this is going to go. By faith, I believe that Mr. Carnes is going to walk out of prison. But we have a faith system, and we also have a legal system here in the natural that we have to deal with.
And with Carnes' future in limbo.
Overjoyed, but at the same time, I'm scared,
His mother is overwhelmed at times.
Scared because I don't want to be let down. I don't want to be let down. Who wants to be let down?
And that new trial would take place here in Jackson County only if the prosecutor, Gene Peters Baker's office, decided to pursue the case. A spokesperson said that they're monitoring developments in this case and ultimately watching to see what the Missouri Supreme Court does. In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, KSHB 41 News.